All right, everybody, who's ready for a before the weekend DC update? All right, today's going to be another fun one. If you think I'm going to let up on James Gunn, it is not going to happen. He's still all over social media making comments about Superman Legacy that are just mind-boggling. And I want to make it very clear before we get into the few photos that I'm going to show you today that as part of SAG-AFTRA rules and the Writers Guild, which he is a part of, he cannot be out there promoting movies like Superman Legacy. And he shouldn't even be out there talking at all. If you noticed, almost all actors and actresses have disappeared from social media entirely during this strike. He is breaking strike rules. Now, some people are saying he's the CEO and he's the head of the company. Doesn't matter. He's still in a writing capacity. He wrote Superman Legacy. He wrote Creature Commandos. He cannot legally be out there promoting these films or talking about them, but he is. And so, you guys, I don't make the rules. Those are the SAG-AFTRA rules, and it is what it is. But let's get into some of these photos. All right, so the first thing I wanted to go over here is that The Flash is hitting Warner Brothers Discovery Max. The Max channel. It's just not HBO Max anymore. It's just Max on Friday, August 25th. So in just a week from now, it will be streaming for free on HBO Max, and I do expect it to have high streaming numbers. A lot of people did not go see this film in theaters. They were waiting for it to stream, and I believe that's still the case. And so those who haven't paid for the digital release of it are definitely going to stream this like crazy come this coming Friday. Now, this is interesting just because this movie didn't do well in theaters, and we're going to see how well it does on streaming. I'm betting it's going to go just gangbusters. We'll see, though. Now, here is something that is directly comic book related, and I'm actually eager for this, and I really like this cover art here. So it says, new comic series, Batman and Damian Wayne at long last. Picking up in the aftermath of crossovers like Lazarus Planet and Night Terrors, a new run of Batman and Robin will reunite Batfather and Bat-Son. I'm actually looking forward to this. I will be having this added to my Batman titles that I already pick up. I am about a year behind on reading, which is crazy, but I do need to catch up at some point. I've just been so busy with so many different projects that I haven't had time to do a whole lot of reading. So stuff is piling up, and I'm still going through my collection and getting everything cataloged. But I am looking forward to this. I hope it's done well. All right, so here's the main point of my video today. And I do not understand the logic behind James Gunn. I think it's in his best interest now to just skip social media altogether. I really do. He's not doing himself or this Superman movie any favors. It says James Gunn defends Superman Legacy characters with a 40-year-old version, a 40-year-old virgin comparison. And we're actually going to look at what he said. And this just has me roll my eyes. And I'm going to talk about why I think this is bad and why he should just stop while he's ahead. So someone posted on Twitter, James, don't you think there is too many characters in Superman Legacy? I just feel like there won't be much time for Superman himself. So what was James Gunn's response? I don't understand this fear. There are less characters than in 40-year-old virgin. Do you think Steve Carell got enough time? Now, first of all, why is he comparing this to an older movie like The 40-Year-Old Virgin? And he's comparing it to a comedy. And this is where I have the biggest issue with this. See, a lot of people keep saying, wait for James Gunn to release something. He hasn't done anything for the DCU yet. No, but I've seen his body of work. I've seen what he's done. I've seen The Suicide Squad. I've seen Peacemaker. I've seen all 3 Guardians of the Galaxy films. I've seen Scooby-Doo films. I've seen just about everything he's done. I think the only thing I haven't seen that this man has done is the movie Super. and I've heard from several people that it is just a degenerate film. I have no plans on seeing it, and so I have no interest whatsoever. He has done nothing other than comedy. And make no mistake, all three Guardians of the Galaxy films are comedies. This is all that this man knows and does. It's all he's ever filmed. He has never done anything serious. Maybe he's capable of it. I don't know. I have a feeling that Superman Legacy is going to be a comedy. And I hope that's not true. But he's comparing Superman Legacy, the cast, to the 40-Year-Old Virgin. He couldn't come up with a better comparison, something in the comic book world. I'm beginning to think that his knowledge of comic books is very limited and that he can't compare it to any other superhero films that have come out. And, there have definitely been some superhero movies that were overbloated with too many superheroes or too many heroes in general or too many villains. We've seen this in the past. And, yeah, I have a fear, too, that the Superman Legacy film just won't be a true Superman film, yet he's coming out saying he wants to make a straight-up Superman film. So why does he need this huge supporting cast behind it? He's putting his foot in his mouth. He's contradicting himself left and right. He really should stop while he's ahead and just cut his losses and get off social media, because all he's doing is sowing more confusion amongst fans, amongst the community, and it's just not a good look for the studio. I don't see how this is benefiting the studio in any way, shape, or form. So there are the few photos that I have grabbed over the last couple of days. With everything that's going on, things are somewhat quiet out there. Now, I may end up going to see, I almost went and saw Blue Beetle today. I actually have a free ticket at the theater next to my house. So I may end up going to see Blue Beetle when it doesn't cost me anything. I may end up going this next week. There are a couple of days where I'm going to have some pretty good gaps in time. I'm also working on some other projects that I'm going to be putting on my channel. I actually have a Steam Deck update I'm going to be doing. And I'm also going to be doing, I'm going to be chronicling this shooting cabinet that I'm putting together in my theater for my arcade. I've already settled on the computer I'm going to be purchasing, the guns I'm going to be purchasing, and the technology. And you guys will see everything from the build all the way through, how the technology works. I do plan on chronicling everything. I'm in the process of putting that cabinet together now. I'm about ready to do some painting and, some stuff in regards to that. So there's going to be some interesting things that are not necessarily comic book related that I'm going to be reviewing and doing on my channel. So if you guys stick around, there's plenty of content to come here in the future. I am looking forward to helping my channel grow, and I have to thank everybody who's been here for this ride thus far. My channel is nearing 10,000 subs, and when I started this 2.5 years ago, I did not know what it was going to hold for me by getting on YouTube. And, having reviewed movies my entire life, I'm really wishing I would have done this years ago, but didn't even consider YouTube as a possibility of being able to do reviews like this, before. It's just something that struck me just over the last couple of years, and I'm glad I made that decision, and I'm very grateful for all of my viewers, everyone who's been here so far, and look for more content coming from my channel here very shortly. I have a ton of reviews that I want to put up. I just haven't had the time to record them yet. One of those being Heart of Stone, which I watched today, and I do plan on getting that up either today, probably tomorrow. I'm going to do my review on Heart of Stone, and we'll see you guys on the next video.